Всем привет! Today we continue working with this worksheet and we are working on set 2, which are lines 3 and 4. And remember that these videos are part of a bigger playlist where I go step by step explaining the Russian cases to you. Okay, let's start with these.
If you like it, please click like. If it's useful, drop a line. If you love it, hit subscribe. Like me, подпишись и комментарий напиши.
Okay, here's our next set of sentences. Remember what I asked you yesterday versus I want to go to the movies with you. Now, up to now, we were dealing with simple sentences, one subject, one action. Here, this is a complex sentence because if we draw the line right here, we have two different ideas. Remember, as in, do you remember what I asked you yesterday? I asked you something yesterday. That's our second idea. So here, since we only have the verb, I'll just give it to you. And here we have what I asked you yesterday. First of all, we have to find the subject of a sentence. Like, who asked you what yesterday? I did. That's our nominative. Nominative, I asked you something yesterday. Now, you might say, are we done here? And I would say, no, we're not, because we have this word what right here. And remember, in Russian, words who and what also change in cases. So we actually, whenever we see what or who, we need to figure out what case it will have. Now, I asked you, you were asked, and I asked you something was asked. So here we can say that this one is accusative as a direct object, like something was asked. Also, we can extend the context a little bit into what I asked you about, because like it can be what I asked you yesterday or what I asked you about yesterday. So it could be prepositional too, depending on how we phrase it. Now, here we have the word yesterday. In Russian, it's an adverb. We love adverbs. We just look it up. No need for any changes into cases. So there you go. We're done with this sentence. Here we have, I want to go to the movies with you. This is a simple sentence. Even though we have two verbs, I want to go, it's still the same action. Now, who wants to go to the movies with you? Our subject is I. Then we have the movies. This is somewhere we go to. So that's our destination, and that's going to be accusative. And we already know that with you is going to be instrumental. Okay, now let's translate that. Okay, remember what I asked you yesterday. So remember, as I said, I'll just give you the form. Помнишь? What is что? Again, if we look it up. Я, asked, спросил, or спросила. You is ты, and then yesterday is вчера. Remember, it's an adverb, doesn't need to change in cases. Okay, now let's put it together. So do you remember? Помнишь? Comma, because complex sentences use commas to distinguish between several sentences within them. Okay, so now we have what, and it can be in accusative or it can be in prepositional. So let's look at both ways. So here we have the word что. In accusative, it actually didn't change. Что. And as I said, if we extend the context to prepositional, like about what, что changed to о чем. Remember, prepositional is the case that always needs to have some kind of a preposition. Okay, either в or о. So in this case, about о чем. Я, since it's the subject, no changes. And then спросила. Again, I'm a female, so I'm using the female form. And then we have ты in accusative. Ты is a personal pronoun because we can say what I asked John yesterday, what I asked Mary yesterday. If we can make this transformation, then it's a personal pronoun. So here we have ты, or you, and we need to go to accusative. We go to accusative, and it's the same as genitive. We go back to genitive, and the form is тебя. Тебя. Now remember, sometimes forms change if they have a preposition in front of it, like here, его versus у него. So here, whether you have a preposition or not, it still will be the same form. Okay, so тебя. So помнишь, что я спросила, or помнишь, о чем я спросила? Тебя. And then we just need yesterday, вчера. Помнишь, что я спросила тебя вчера? Помнишь, о чем я спросила тебя вчера? Okay, here's the next sentence. I want to go to the movies with you. I want to go to the movies with you. Okay, again, let's take a look. Я, want, хочу, to go, пойти. Then to the movies. So remember, that was our destination. So we have a choice between v and na. Movies or movie theater is something that we can enter. We can physically be inside of a movie theater. So that's the context for v. So then movies, here we can use the word кино or the word кинотеатр. Both words are used to say movies, like movie theater. So кино will be neutral and кинотеатр will be masculine. Then we have with, с, and then we have you, ты. Okay, now let's put it together. I want to go to the movies with you. So I want to go. Я хочу пойти. Then we have to the movies, в. And here we have кино and театр. So as I said, кино is a neutral noun because it ends in o, and кинотеатр is a masculine noun because it ends in a consonant. But in terms of accusative, it doesn't matter. They will be both the same as nominative. Neutral will be the same as nominative, and masculine will be the same as nominative because кинотеатр is a what, not a who. So пойти в кино or пойти в кинотеатр. Then we have with you, с. And now we have to put ты into the instrumental case. So again, ты is a personal pronoun because I can say, I want to go to the movies with John. I want to go to the movies with Mary. So we are dealing with the personal pronouns. So ты in the instrumental. Look, тобой, тобой, and that's our form. Colloquials, sometimes you can hear тобою, or like in poetry, but we're just going to go with the standard one. Тобой. So, я хочу пойти в кино с тобой. Я хочу пойти в кинотеатр с тобой, with you. Okay, now let's take a look at our next set. This is my brother's phone number. My brother's name is John. So here, remember, the case is different. Here it's my brother's phone number because it's possession expressed with apostrophe S. While here it is accusative because it's whoever's name it is. It's my brother's name, so my brother will be in the accusative case. Okay, now let's take a look at everything else. So here so remember, brother is in genitive and my is also in genitive because it goes with this word. Same here. It's accusative for both of them. So here we have this is my brother's phone number. If we forget about this, my brother's, we can just say this is a phone number. Whatever this is nominative. Like, what is this? This is nominative. Now, in Russian, I'm going to give you the word for phone number. That's just one word, which is basically the word phone. But if we'll really look up how to say phone number, it will be like nominative for the number and genitive for the phone, because it's basically, this is the number of the phone of my brothers. But we're not going to go there. I'm just saying that usually in Russian, we just say phone for the phone number. Like, here's my brother's phone, meaning here's my brother's phone number. Okay, and here we actually don't need anything else because somebody's name is, we use a specific construction, зовут, and then John will be our nominative, and I put it in parentheses. As you progress, advance with language, you will see that sometimes it can be instrumental, but for the beginners, we just say the name, like меня зовут Анна, его зовут John, and so on. Okay, now let's translate that into Russian. So here we have, again, forms that don't change. This is, like this whole construction in Russian is это. Это. And we don't need to change it when it's that. This is, that is, these are, those are. Then we have my, which would be мой, brother, брат. And then we have phone number. As I said, we'll just use телефон, which is like phone. But if we want to be really, consistent with like phone number, we can say номер телефона. And I already put it into genitive. Okay, but that's pretty much it, what we need here. So let's put it together. This is это. And remember, in English, you say whoever's it is first and then what the person has second, while in Russian, genitive, that apostrophe S form, follows. So first of all, we'll say это телефон. Это телефон, or номер телефона. And now we have to say my brother in genitive. So let's start with brother. So брат ends in a consonant. So here we have zero ending and it's above the line. So it's hard, hard stays hard. And we go to genitive. So above the line, we have the letter A. So that's what we add to brother. So брат А. So then we have to put мой into genitive, masculine singular. So here we have мой right here. So it's below the line. So it's soft. We go to genitive and we go below the line. It's его. Remember, we lose this краткое and add the case endings. So it will be моего. Это телефон моего брата. Это телефон моего брата. This is my brother's phone number. Or это номер телефона моего брата, if you want to be more specific. So in here we have, my brother's name is John. So remember, when we say whoever's name it is, we are using the accusative case. So we need to put my brother into the accusative case. Now let's take a look what happens here. When we go from masculine into accusative, if they're talking about a person, my brother is definitely a person who can look you in the eye, it's going to be the same as the genitive form. And we just came up with the genitive form right here. So to say my brother's name is, we actually will use the same form. Моего брата. Because my brother in accusative will be the same as genitive. And then мой will also be the same as genitive here because it goes with the word brother. So моего брата, and then our construction is зовут, or like they call my brother. Зовут John. Моего брата зовут John. So as you can see, the forms are the same. Моего брата, but the cases are different. Here we have genitive, and here we have accusative. Okay, let's stop here. Okay, we're done with set 2. And if something was not clear, please add it in the comments. And for the next time, please translate the next 2 sentences on this worksheet. And as always, all materials are linked in the description. Okay, keep learning Russian. Пока-пока.
If you like it, please click like.